One.
And one. Hello everybody, we are back with another session. Today Aman is going to talk about around GitHub Copilot, and he's going to give insightful views on that. And let's hand over the stage to Aman. All the best, Aman. I think our viewers are going to benefit a lot from your presentation.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Mohammed Aman, and today we are gonna explore about GitHub Copilot Studio, which is a game-changing tool for developers. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's get started. So, what's our today's agenda is to first of all we will go through introduction of Copilot Studio, like what is Copilot Studio, why it's important, and what's its role on AI development. Then we will go for key feature of Copilot Studio, like its natural language to code translation, assisted debugging, and error handling. And then we will look about best practice for using Copilot Studio, when to use Copilot Studio, its ethical consideration and licensing. Then we will go through the future of Copilot and AI development. Then we have a question and answer session. Okay, so let's start. So first, I would like to introduce Copilot Studio. So what is Copilot Studio is? Copilot Studio is an AI powered tool from Microsoft that assists with coding, documentation, and other development tasks. Just like ChatGPT, it's also an AI tool which helps developers to code faster and in easy way. It's used advanced AI to generate code suggestion, refactor code, and help debugging. It's also help us for debugging the code and error handling. It integrates with widely used development environments such as Visual Studio and GitHub, offering smart suggestion, code snippets, and assistant with debugging, writing, and code review. We can integrate GitHub Copilot in our IDE like Visual Studio Code, JetBrains, etc. So, what's it important and why it is important? As coding becomes more complex, the need for faster and more efficient tool grows. Copilot Studio fills the gap between automating routing tasks and reducing the cognitivity load on developers. So it is important. It's basically help us to code faster and very smartly. Uh, What's its key feature? Let's introduce. So, is Copilot Studio help generate code snippets in real time based on context of the project? As you start typing, it provides relevant suggestion that fits your requirements. So, let's take an example. If you want to create a function, basically, if you write a comment that GitHub Copilot Studio automatically suggests you to autofill the feature. Example, if you start writing a function or sorting of an array, Copilot can complete the entire function using function based on data structure and language you are using. This feature is particularly helpful when you are working with a new framework or language that you are not too familiar with. Like if you are new in any tech stack, like you are a Python developer and you are moving towards JavaScript. So basically, you are new on JavaScript. So here you can use GitHub Copilot Studio. So one of the standout feature of Copilot is its ability to understand the natural language instruction and convert them into code. You can simply write a command or instruction like create a function that calculates Fibonacci sequence, and Copilot will automatically generate corresponding codes. Now, practical use case for Copilot Studio. Speeding up development, it helps us to speed the development. However, one of the most important use case for the Copilot Studio is reducing the time spent on routine coding tasks. It's particularly helpful when you're working on repetitive tasks like writing boilerplate code, setting up configuration, on creating cloud operation. Like if you like we have a task that we are repeating again and again, we can use Copilot Studio for that. Like we can be consistent by using Copilot Studio. Example, if you are building a new web application, instead of manually writing all the setup code, Copilot can handle the routing setup like importing libraries, setting up routes, and database configuration. Improving team collaboration. Collaboration is a big part for development. With Copilot automated documentation and code review assistant, it becomes easier for team to work together. We can work with our team as well by using GitHub Copilot Studio. Team member can generate more readable and maintainable code with Copilot help. It can also reduce friction during code reviews by suggesting fixes before the review stage. we can work with team members. It suggests the fix the code and review by suggesting review and it can also review our code. Best practice for using Copilot Studio. When to use Copilot Studio. Copilot Studio excels at repetitive and routine coding tasks such as generating function, implementing simple logic, or creating API calls. It's especially useful for handling large code base where a lot of boilerplate calls involved. We can use the Copilot Studio in a large code base where there is a multiple task like calling APIs and all. Its ethical consideration. Copilot generate code based on example from publicly available repositories. Developers should ensure that the code they are using compiles with license terms and does not violate any intellectual property rights. While Copilot is an excellent assistant, developers should not become overly dependent on it. Human review and creativity are still essential part for development, as you know. So now let's talk about feature of Copilot and AI in development. Tools like Copilot are realizing how we are writing code, transforming software development by making it faster, more efficient, and accessible to more people. Okay. AI-powered tools can handle more routing tasks, enabling developer to focus on innovation and complex problem solving. In What's next for Copilot? Future update may include even more advanced suggestion, better natural language processing capabilities, and further integration with other tools in Microsoft ecosystem. This will likely improve its accuracy and usefulness for more complex coding tasks. AI tools like Copilot can democratize coding by making it easier for non-developer to contribute to project. It also faster innovation by freeing up developers to work on more creative and strategic problem. Like future updates, maybe it will go advanced suggestion like better natural language processing and capability. So if you have any question, you can ask.
I think when people are going to drop their doubts in the comment section in the YouTube, you can keep a check.
Okay,
If you want to give any demo or if you are done, let me know. I'll just wrap up.
okay. So there
I'm
is no doubt.
audible.
Yes, you are
Yeah,
audible.
people will. So people might not be watching it live right now, but might come live very soon, and
Okay,
might
okay,
drop their doubts in the comment section later.
okay, okay.
So at that time, we can keep a check. You can keep a check, of course, and you can drop your LinkedIn, tell your LinkedIn ID to people so that if they have any doubts, they can also connect to
Okay,
you.
okay. So let's wrap up the session. Thank you for the opportunity, and you can follow Azure Development Community as well by scanning this QR code.
Yes. Are you done? Should I end the stream?
Yes, yes, you can end.
Thank you so much, Aman, for being there. As your developer community was glad to have you on board, and I think people learned a lot from you. And thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. We'll end the
Thank you so
stream.
much. Okay.